Welcome to the video around duplication, delegation, creating a process to where you as the entrepreneur or executive leader don't have to be the only one doing everything at your job. So my name is Goodwin. I'm a 10X business coach for Grant Cardone, and I own and operate Your Modern Legacy LLC. We help small businesses as well as executive leadership teams scale to the next level. We really specialize in that 1 to 10 million range and helping people get past some break points. And one of the biggest break points that people face and executive leaders face, business owners face, is they can't duplicate themselves. They can't duplicate their process. They can't hire the right person to be able to get it done. They struggle to find the time to get all the tasks done. This training today is specifically for those business leaders that can't find the time to get things done. We're going to teach you how to create the time, because that's the most important thing. You're allowing time to control you as the business owner, as the executive leader in your company, versus you creating and controlling your own time. So to start this whole video segment, we're going to talk about how do you lay out your day? How do you structure your day? Do you even know what's going on in your day? That could be one of the things you just don't understand, because there's so much stuff flying at you and you're getting all crazy and you don't understand, okay, this thing is probably something I don't need to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to categorize things today into two separate buckets. The first bucket is going to be our high value bucket. And the second bucket, you guessed it, low value. So in your high value bucket, these are the things that make you money. Low value, the things that do not make you money, right? And it's as simple as explanation as that. So what we need to do at this high level, high octane position is figure out what are the things that are making us money and what are the things that are not. So what are those things? High value. We're talking sales. We're talking marketing. Two of the most important things in your business. Now, I would argue marketing is probably number one, right? Because it's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. And that's why marketing is so important. Marketing is senior to sales. Marketing is number one. If they don't know you, they can't flow you, right? So that number one thing you got to get out there is get known. Number one, marketing. Then we get into selling. We were talking about promoting. The other thing, networking, right? Getting out. Talking to other people. These are the things that are going to make you money as the business owner. Now, what are those things that won't make you money? Well, probably paying bills, right? Expense reports, tracking what money's going out, right? You can hire somebody else to do that stuff and focus on bringing the money in, bringing the money in, bringing the money in, so you don't have to focus on the things that are going out. You know, expense reports, bookkeeping, accounting, right? Really, bookkeeping, 2Ks, really focused on the proactive, the finding the money, finding the revenue streams. I would even put in a low value, and you could argue this with me, but customer service probably falls under low value. Sure, you get that repeat, but is that customer service something that you could outsource, delegate, train on, so you could focus on the marketing, the sales, the networking, the getting known in your environment? Now there's a whole nother category to this low value. So this low value, these are things that they need to be done. You have to get this taken care of. Finding somebody to do these tasks, these jobs. But there is a piece of this low value that you probably could completely stop, right? Some of those things, sitting in meetings that don't pertain to any of these things. I would argue making lists of things to do. Like taking the time to make a list of all the things that you're going to do in the day probably doesn't add value, versus you just getting out there and go, okay, I got to market my business today. I'm going to do a webinar. I'm going to do a seminar. I'm going to schedule a meeting and do some networking. I'm going to bang the phone for 20 minutes and just make sales calls all day long, right? Things that would bring you money. Instead, you're going to sit there and make a 20-minute list, right? So lists probably need to go away. Stop creating the lists. A couple other things that you might be doing in your business. You walk in, you see that nice reception desk area, and you have all the business cards and they're not organized, and you think that putting them all organized in alphabetical order is important. It's really not. The customer doesn't know that. They don't see that. They don't care about that. And it's not making you money. Another thing, adding fluff to emails versus being just direct and telling the people in those emails, hey, this is what's going on, and being that direct business owner. People appreciate that. It might come off as brash a few times, but those people aren't the ones that are paying you the big money, right? So stop adding the fluff to the email. Stop taking the time to do that. All right, now that we understand what the high value and the low value items are, it's time for you to put this into practice. And you can't just, watch the first part of this video, watch the entire video and be like, okay, yeah, no, we're good. I understand what I need to do high value. I need to do low value, right? I want you to, this is the call to action from this video. Start documenting what you do on a daily, a weekly, a monthly basis. And really track the time that it takes you to do each task. And then from that task, out of the 4 weeks, multiply it by 20 for daily, 4 weeks, 4 times 4 for weekly, and then 1 for 1 month, right? What is you've heard of return on investment. I'm asking you, what is the return on time? How much money are you making by doing this task, right? So for a daily task, you could have standing in the front talking to Susie at reception for 20 minutes, right? So you could, or let's just say for 10 minutes, right? So daily, you're drinking coffee. It takes you 10 minutes to drink that coffee times 200. Well, there's 200 minutes that you just spent talking to Susie at reception. How much money did that make you? My guess is probably $0, right? Unless Susie's getting so amped up and motivated by you and just banging the phone afterwards because you talked to her for 10 minutes. But my guess is Susie at reception probably is not doing that. And for all you Susies out there, I apologize for using you as an example. You might be awesome, but I am saying that you do waste time probably drinking coffee, talking to the person up at the front. That's a low value thing. It's something you probably could get rid of, right? So return on time. Now identify, is this a high value thing or a low value thing? Does it make you money? Does it not make you money? The things that don't make you money, can you delegate that task out? Now, here's the thing with delegation. You can go ahead and tell somebody in your office, hey, Joe, I need you to do this, right? But you just can't expect that Joe understands what needs to be done. You have to show him, have the process documented. Now, there's multiple ways that you could do this. You could have it written down. You could have a Loom video of your computer screen of what you expect Joe to do in the bookkeeping or how to pay bills or whatever it might be, how to put things into an Excel document so it's nice and organized for you. Another task that doesn't add money, add value to you, right? So make sure that the delegated task is documented. So when you give it over to Joe to do, he's able to pull it through how you expect it to be pulled through, right? You always want to show them, not tell them. So make sure that your process, your delegated processes are documented. I want to thank you for joining me today for this quick little training on high value and low value items. I really want you to take the time to identify what are those items in your business that you're wasting your time on because they don't bring you money. This is really a great opportunity for you to figure out how you can best create time for yourself to make you more money. Get out there and be great.